Sup, this is episode 19 of WOW, and it's about conversations. Conversations is one of the most fundamental parts of any interpersonal relationship. There's two things about conversation today that I want to address. First is who you're having conversations with. The truth is certain kind of conversations you can only have with certain types of people. Everybody has a different understanding based on education, whether it be formal or informal, as well as life experience, etc., etc. And this understanding leads to everyone having their own perspective. Two people that have two different understandings and perspectives cannot have particular conversations with each other. This is why someone who's a 9-to-5er is going to disagree with the plans of someone who's an entrepreneur. Or also someone who may do resistance training versus someone who does CrossFit. If you can't understand where a person is coming from, then how can you understand where they're going? Keep this in mind the next time you want to have a conversation with someone who might not understand where you're coming from, nor where you're going. And of course you can always still have the conversation with them, but just be careful how much you value their opinion and their advice. This is something I spoke about in episode 7. The second thing I want to say about conversations is how you're having conversations. As I mentioned in my introduction video towards wisdom, communication is comprised of 3 elements. The first is primarily body language, second to that is tonal, and last is whatever words you choose to use. The more elements of communication that are missing is the bigger the chance that we might misinterpret what is being said, as we tend to fill in what's missing with our own perspective. Just take something simple as the common question, how are you? If you were to ask me that question in person, I could reply, fine, or I'm fine, or fine. The same words are used in each reply, but the body language and tonality suggest different meaning. Ask the same questions with the same replies without the video.
How are you?
Fine.
How are you?
I'm fine.
How are you?
Fine. And the results are similar, as you can still hear in my tonality that there is a difference. But if the same questions and replies were to be conversed through a text message, then things start to become unclear because just the words alone denote that there is nothing wrong. People have found workarounds for this with things like exclamation points, dots, emoticons, etc., but these still do not replace proper human expression and comprehension. This is one of the many reasons why things like online dating suck. Any description you read or message you will get will be left up to your own perception to decipher what the person may be trying to communicate, which will usually be wrong if you don't know them that well. In other cases, such as anything work-related, text and email are probably the better options, as there is usually no emotion involved and they are the fastest medium to deliver your message. At the end of the day, when you choose the appropriate people to have particular conversations with, as well as the appropriate medium in which to conversate with them, you'll be one step closer to being understood as well as understanding them. So what are your thoughts? Who should you have conversations with? How should you have those conversations? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you know someone who'd find this video helpful, feel free to share with them, because sharing is caring. I'll be posting episode 20 next week. I post a new episode every Wednesday, and in the meantime you can email me at tc@troycarter.com if you have something you want me to talk about, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll be the first to know when I post something new. Peace.